Yes, RIP BVD, for sure. Get this thing set up here. What is up, Country Tiger? What's up, Robert, Eric? Notre Dame, man. 2164. So, as you can see on the screen here, obviously Clemson's playing at 3:30. We'll watch some of that game. Well, hopefully they have it taken care of by halftime, and I'll probably switch over to like the Arizona State game or something. But the main game we're going to be watching today is Colorado and Kansas. I'm waiting for the Ole Miss and Florida game to end before I turn the Colorado game on. Right now, Florida's up 24-17. Less than 2 minutes left. Ole Miss has the ball trying to tie it up at the end here. What's up, Dominic? Yeah, sad news about our boy BBD. Doesn't make it any easier. I mean, we knew this was coming, at least for the past few days. It was just a matter of time. So, but yeah, I feel terrible for his daughter and his son. What's up, Jeremy? Oh my God, Ole Miss just tied it up? No, intercepted. There, that's game over. That's game over. My pick was, I'm looking smart. I took Florida on the money line at plus 340 or something. I hate Ohio State. Yeah, they took care of business today against Indiana. Indiana just couldn't hang with them. It looked like they might be able to hang with them. They scored on the first drive, and then it was pretty much downhill after that. They didn't do much after that. Gators are playing some of their best football. Well, not some of them. They're playing their best football of the season these past few weeks. That was my, well, here were my picks. That was one of my picks. Florida plus 10.5. I actually took them on the money line, though. Colorado at minus 2.5. A&M minus 2.5. Vanderbilt plus 8.5. And Miami minus 24. I think Miami ended up covering. I don't know. They struggled for a lot of that game, though. They poured it on at the end there. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Justin? Go Gamecocks. Can't wait until next weekend. Should be a good one. Well, it should be a good one for South Carolina. So, you know, I can't believe when I looked up the early line on it the other day that Clemson's favored in that game somehow. I know it's a rivalry and I know it's in Clemson, but I don't. The injuries to the offensive line, South Carolina should have a field day defensively against Clemson. Pete, I got Vanderbilt and the A&M bets. Yeah, I like both of those. I'm all for the chaos as long as it doesn't involve Clemson. Yeah, well. Next week will be interesting with Miami going to Syracuse. That's not a gimme game for Miami, especially if they get off to a slow start like they've been getting off to here lately and allowing these teams to hang around. Wake Forest has no business being on the field with Miami. They're not any good. So it'll be interesting. Although I'm not holding my breath. SMU destroyed Virginia today. Boston College won big. Won by like 20 points against, who'd they play? Oh yeah, North Carolina. Yeah, Ole Miss goes down. Not surprised. And that's going to knock Ole Miss right out of the playoffs. So get some more light on this thing here. I feel like I'm in a cave. That's going to knock Ole Miss out of the playoffs. Whatever chance they had is gone. They'll be a 3-loss team now. And Florida is just, What a terrible start to the season, and now they're just one win against Florida State away from a bowl. Now, I know if you're a Florida fan, that's not the goal. A bowl is not, that doesn't cut it. But hey, at least it's not another losing season by Billy Napier. What's up, Jason? Jarzy Bear says, go Kansas. I'm going to say go Colorado because I bet on Colorado. So, other than that, I don't care. But I do want to win my bet. Of course, if Colorado wins today, that's an automatic, they're automatically in the Big 12 championship. I forget what the other scenarios are. That Arizona State BYU game is huge too. I think the winner of that's probably going to go to the Big 12 championship as well. So a couple of de facto playoff games in the Big 12 today. Big time games. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and switch this TV over to Colorado. We'll get our first look at the Fighting Deons. Kansas is playing pretty good ball right now. What's up, Nature Boy? Yeah, you guys remember to hit the thumbs up because YouTube really cares. Oh, by the way, I'm doing a giveaway today. Whoever the highest super chat today is I'm gonna send, if they want it, I'm gonna send them this little tack bag. It's a little shoulder. Well, you can do it all kinds of different ways. You can just put it over your shoulder. Where's the thing at? Oh, or you can strap it over your shoulder like so, like that. So it's just a little bag you can use for anything. It's a man purse that's cool. And you can clip all kinds of stuff to it. It's got a bunch of pockets. You can use it for a gun bag if you want. That's originally what I got it for. I've never used this one, so it's not used. But I have a couple of other ones that I use more, so I'll just give this one away to whoever wants it. Rolocado will win. What is Rolocado? You talking about Colorado? What's up, Abito? What was the final score of that Ohio State game? I don't know how many times that guy got sacked, but I know he got sacked 3 times in the first half. He might have got sacked 7 or 8 times, that Indiana quarterback. 38-15, okay. Everybody want to tune over to the CW to watch Clemson and the Citadel? I had to double check to make sure I even had the CW on. I got Hulu TV. I was like, do I even have CW? But apparently I do. What's up, Timmy? What's up, Leonard? Yeah, big win for Florida and Napier. Does Clemson have a shot to make the ACC championship game? Yeah, they have. Well, Miami has to lose to Syracuse next week. If Miami loses, Clemson's in. If Miami wins, Miami's in. SMU is already in. Well, I guess technically SMU could lose next week, but I still think they'd be in. I think they have the tiebreaker against Clemson. So that game between Miami and Syracuse next week is huge for both Miami and Clemson. But I'm not picking Syracuse to win that game, although it is possible. Yeah, I'm watching the Clemson game. I got Clemson on one TV and Colorado and Kansas on the other. I'll watch both of them. But for YouTube streaming purposes, nobody gives a shit about Clemson and the Citadel. So, I mean, other than me. In August, I didn't have Napier doing a solid job keeping his job for a while longer. But, yeah, I mean, Florida sort of, they nipped that rumor right in the bud, didn't they? As soon as the rumor started flying about him getting fired, they came out and said he's not getting fired. And they've continued to win and play well since then. I don't know what the recruiting class looks like. Yeah, he's winning big games too. They're going to destroy Florida State. That's going to be bad. I bet they're going to be favored by like 24 points, maybe more. Florida State's a disaster. All right, so it looks like nice weather in Clemson. Not a cloud in the sky. I'm sure it's chill. Hell, it's cold here. I woke up this morning, it was like 40 degrees. We're supposed to get a frost here tonight. We only have 2 seasons in Charleston, summer and winter. There is no spring. It goes straight from winter to summer. And there is no fall. It goes straight from summer to winter. Not this moron again here. See you later, buddy. The bots are out today. I think I can change this. Let me see here. Yeah, what's up, Space Mountain? I might have to go. I always forget. Each week I say I'm going to turn on subscriber only mode for the chat. That way you don't get the bots in there. And then each week I forget to do it before I start the stream. What's up, Nate? Nate Dub. All right, so give me some score predictions here for Colorado and Kansas. I've got Colorado more than covering the 3. I've got Colorado by 10. I'm going to go ahead and say 35-24, so that's 11. What's up, Jay? I'm going to say an 11-point victory for Colorado. And we'll see a lot of Travis Hunter today. Dion is obviously trying to get Travis Hunter a Heisman. So we'll probably see him a lot today on both sides of the ball. Ryan Day is a clown. Tell me something I don't know. Colorado 64-17. Wow. Maybe. I think it'll be closer than that. Kansas is not bad. I mean, they're not as good as Colorado, but they're not bad. Colorado 35, Kansas 30. Well, I hope Clemson doesn't struggle with Citadel the way some of these other teams struggle with cupcakes today. Georgia let UMass hang around for a little while, then I think they blew them out. Who's the other one I'm thinking of? There was another one that was, Florida State, Charleston Southern. Wasn't that like a 0-0 game at halftime or something? That's unbelievable. I didn't even see a line on Clemson and Citadel. I don't even think they put one out. At least not on DraftKings, they didn't. It's probably in the 30s or something, 40s. Is Jackson Dart colorblind? Maybe. Well, to be fair, Ole Miss colors are blue. And maybe he just forgot where he was. Because Florida had the blue uniforms on. We do not want Kiffin if he cannot beat us. That's a solid point. Yeah, I guess that pretty much puts the Kiffin to Florida rumors to rest, doesn't it? Yeah, go Navy. Which games are you guys looking forward to today? Again, we got some really good ones here at the 3:30 slot. There's some pretty good ones tonight, too. Arizona State this afternoon. Arizona State, BYU. Colorado, Kansas. Tonight's Army and Notre Dame. I see a lot of different opinions on the Army-Notre Dame game. It seems like people either think, well, most people think Notre Dame's just going to blow them out. I'm not so sure about that. Now, to be fair, I've been saying that for weeks, and they continue to blow people out. Virginia got a backdoor cover last week on the road at Notre Dame, but and that game's being played where? Yankee Stadium or something? I don't know. We ought to start listening to Octavian's analysis of Florida games. He knows what he's talking about. Well, he says the same thing every week, no matter who they're playing. So eventually, I mean, well, they're what, 5 and 6? So he's been right 5 times out of 6. Ollie Gordon's having a bad year compared to the last. Who don't think the better back between him and Ashton? I can't. How do you pronounce that guy's name? Kromenhoek? Is that how you say it? Played the whole game for the Noles so far, getting him ready for Florida next. Yeah, look. There's not enough time in the world to get ready for Florida. Florida's going to destroy them. Kromenhoek. Like Hawk Tua. Ole Miss is out, yes. Congratulations, you tried and you failed miserably, Ole Miss. Thought you were going to make the playoffs, but you're not going to now. So, of course, today is Military Appreciation Day, Senior Day in Clemson. And they wear their purple jerseys once a year for this game. And I really want one of those damn hoodies that Dabo has on. I've got one from well, I wore it last week on the stream. I've got one of those Military Appreciation Clemson hoodies that I got, probably 7 or 8 years ago. But they have a new style each year. They're some of the best looking college hoodies that you can get. The spread for the Clemson game is 49.5. Wow. I'm assuming they're probably going to play Maffa some today. I hope he doesn't play much. First of all, we need to get some reps to the guys behind him. I'm not going to even go into the video I made yesterday because people get their feelings hurt. But also, he's nursing a shoulder injury. We need Maffa 100% next week against South Carolina. Otherwise, if Maffa's not 100%, you can kiss any chance of Clemson winning next week goodbye. So, all right, here we go. First down, and Citadel's going to start with the ball here from their own 25. And Citadel's going to run the ball for about 2 yards. What's the temperature in Clemson right now? It's probably around 50 degrees maybe, if I had to guess. But by the time the game's over with, it's going to be a lot colder than that once the sun goes down. It's going to get down in the lower 30s here tonight. And I'm 3 hours south of that. Second down and 8. Quarterback's going to run it, and he's going to run into a brick wall. Gets maybe a yard. Third down coming up for the Bulldogs. Citadel is 5 and 6. Somebody lied to me. I asked what the Citadel's record was in the FCS. Somebody told me they only have 1 loss. They're 5 and 6 and 3 and 5 in their conference. What's up, Big Orange? Jordan Dealmaker, good luck to y'all today, Pete. Yeah. Hopefully we don't need luck against the Citadel, but I appreciate the sentiment. Third down and 7. And the quarterback is hit as he throws it. Wide open receiver. Gee, where have we seen that before? Caught for a first down. How you let that guy get that open, I don't know. But color me surprised. More of the same shit. Indiana got blown out. Yeah. Luck today equals no new injuries. Yes. Who are they going to trot out on the offensive line? They had 9 offensive linemen that didn't practice this week because they were banged up. I'm assuming a couple of them will play, but I don't know. They're going to have to. And my TV just froze. Here we go. First and 10. Runs it to the outside. Gets maybe a yard. Second down. And the Colorado game's about to start. Got my Pigskin Pete mug full of beer. Cheers. That's right, you got one of these. Got one of these puppies. I drink out of mine every morning. I wasn't being a smartass. I think next week's game will be better if we both have blowout wins today. Well, we both should have blowout wins today. I just don't trust Clemson's offensive line against a defensive front like South Carolina. All right, time to get off the field here. They're close to getting into field goal range now. It's 3rd down and 3. Run up the middle is going to be short by about 2 or 3 yards. There is a flag down. And Colorado and Kansas are playing in the Chiefs Stadium? Why? Is this where Kansas has been playing all year? Shows you how many Kansas games I've watched this year. Anyway, Kansas is going to start with the ball there. Gave him the first down. Yay! Whee! What was the call? This is a personal foul against Carter? I think Woodaz is out still, so you got Carter and Sammy Brown. And they're going to do a little trick play here on first down. It doesn't work. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Bulldogs. Kansas is rebuild. Okay, that makes sense. Same thing that Northwestern's doing. And they throw it in the end zone. He's open too. Boy, Citadel about scored a touchdown there. Wide open. All right, Kansas on 2nd down and 5 throws it for a first down on the sideline. Look at that. Look how wide open he is. There was nobody anywhere close to him. It's unbelievable. It's really hard to watch this team. SMU ACC champion. Maybe not. They still got to play either Clemson or Miami, so I wouldn't be beating that drum quite yet. 3rd down and 9. And they rush it, and he gets close to the first down. And I'm assuming they're going to go for it here. It's going to be 4th and 1 in the red zone. All the way down to the 16-yard line. They're going to be officially 2 yards short, so it's going to be 4th and 2. There is a flag. And it's against the Citadel. I don't know if that's going to change their stance on going for it here, or if they're going to kick a field goal or what. Because now it's 4th and 7. And Kansas is at 3rd down and 3. And I think he got it. I think Kansas got the first down there. They did. And so they do send the field goal unit out here for the Citadel. Be about what, 45 yards? 40 yards. And I think he missed it. He did, no good. So Clemson dodges a bullet there Well, you know that quarterback wants that throwback. He had that guy wide open in the end zone. That was an easy 6 points. Said they had to settle for 3 and missed it. Kansas, off to the races, he's going to score. Inside the 20, inside the 10. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Touchdown, Jayhawks. So the first possession of the game, Kansas goes right down the field and scores on the Fighting Deion Sanders. Kansas is trying to become bowl eligible too. They're a 4-win team. They need to win today and next week just to make a bowl game. More Clemson, good luck. Yeah. Let's see here. So the Jayhawks strike first. If the Buffs lose, they'll feel like Ole Miss. Yeah, this is a playoff game for Colorado in every sense of the word. It's a playoff game for the Big 12. It's a playoff game for the playoffs. I mean, their season is effectively over if they lose today. Next week won't matter. I have a feeling this is going to be a shootout here between Colorado and Kansas. I think it's going to be high scoring and probably come down to the very end, which I hope it does. I want to see a good game, but nobody likes to see a blowout unless you're a fan of that team. What's up, Rack Dog? Thank you, Lane, for getting Tennessee in the playoffs. Oh, yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Tennessee was the real winners in that game today, weren't they? Knocked Ole Miss right out of the way. UGA blew out a high school team. Yeah, I saw that. What's up, Mr. Brown? All right, let's see who they trot out here on offense for Clemson. I think Maffa is only a few yards away from hitting 1,000 yards, so maybe they'll give him a couple of carries to get the 1,000 yards and then hopefully put him on the bench. I just don't want him. I want him 100% next week. You should be able to beat the Citadel without Phil Maffa. You should be able to. If you can't, then you got bigger problems. Yeah, I was surprised that Georgia gave up 21 points to UMass too. And it's not like they gave up 21 points to them in the, trash, garbage time in the fourth quarter. I mean, hell, they scored 14 points in the first half, I think. I would have preferred a Georgia win instead of an Ole Miss win. Yeah, but you got to take what you can get. I think last week he didn't get his 1,000 yards last week. He went over 1,000 yards. And then he lost like 10 yards on his last carry. So he went back below 1,000 yards. I forget what his exact numbers are. They'll probably tell us here in a minute. Well, there you go. There's Klubnik's numbers on the season. 2,600 yards, 26 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. That's pretty good. What is it here? Whoever is working the board at the CW needs to be fired immediately. They can't even put the down and distance on the damn on the screen. Oh, now they do. 2nd down and 4. Yeah, 5 yards short. And there's Maffa. Speak of the devil, and he gets the 5 yards. Exactly 5 yards. So that should put him right at 1,000 yards right there. All right, take him out now. I'm just kidding. But in all seriousness, he shouldn't be playing more than just the first half. And they give it to Maffa again. Oh, it's going to be a reverse. Oh, no. Off to the races. Dang. Was that Turner? Yeah, Cole Turner with a big first down. It looked like he was going to pass it, but then he saw a running lane and just took off. I love those Clemson purple jerseys. Those things are sharp. I can't watch the CW. It's horrible. Yeah, believe me. I watch the CW one time a year. And today is that time of year. That day of the year. Touchdown Clemson. I missed it. Another touchdown by Antonio Williams. It was a one-man show last week with number 0 at Pitt. So another touchdown for Williams. What's up, Ballard? Gamecock and Clemson fans united today in hopes Kansas wins to knock Colorado's chances at the playoffs. Yeah, I don't really care either way. It's like I said, I'm rooting for Colorado because I bet on them. Other than that, I have zero interest in who wins the game. I'm not a fan of either team, so. But I do like money. Thoughts on the game in Norman tonight? Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts on it. Most of them are not good for Oklahoma. I think it's going to be a beatdown. I really do. I hope I'm wrong. I would love to see Oklahoma upset Alabama, or at least give them a run for the money. I just don't see it happening. Oklahoma can't score. They've got 0 offense. And Alabama's playing good ball right now. Mappa now officially has over 1,000 yards. Take him out and give him a rest. Yes. What are my bets today? Well, I had some bets. Hold on now. I won a couple of bets early in the day, in the noon games. Well, number 1, I live bet Miami at minus 16.5. They covered that. I took Florida on the money line, so I won that. That was before the game even started. I think I lost another one. I can't remember which one it was. Oh, I lost to Indiana. I had Indiana plus 10.5. So what I have right now, is the Georgia game still on? Why is it not registering? What was the final score in the Georgia game? Anyway, I got Army at plus 14, which I don't feel super confident about. But either way, I have that. BYU and Arizona State over 49. They're on right now, I think. And Colorado minus 2.5. So the Georgia game's still on. Let's see what the score is. Can they cover 27.5? If so, pay Peete. That's right, I said it. Yes. So that's going to pay Peete. I got Georgia at minus 27.5. I live bet that. Sometime in the first half, I think. Yeah. Like I said, if at halftime Clemson's blowing out the Citadel, I'm probably going to turn that game off and turn on the Arizona State and BYU game. That game has a lot of implications. Don't look now, but Arizona State, they might win the Big 12. I expect them to win today. And if I'm Colorado or whoever, I don't want to play against them. They're 8-2. Genty over Hunter. Yeah. I think Hunter will get the nod ahead of him just because Genty's in the group of 5. That doesn't mean I agree with it. It's just you guys know what the Heisman is. It's a popularity contest. Half of the people that vote for the Heisman don't even watch football every week. It's really ridiculous. So the media and the people that vote on the Heisman will vote for Hunter over Genty just because he plays for Colorado, he plays for Deion, period. Florida State might end up surprising us all and only being 4 games shy of a bowl. Yeah, big win for Florida State today against Charleston Southern. Actually, I'm assuming they won. I don't know. I didn't look at the score. What's up, fools? Boy, Miami gets off to a slow start each week, and then they open it up in the fourth quarter. They've done that 4 or 5 times this year. Why does Kansas have the ball back? Did Colorado turn it over? They must have. I missed it. Whatever happened, I missed it. 34-0. Still 8 minutes left in that game? Damn, that game started at what? Must have started later than 12. But Kansas has got the ball here again, 2nd down and 10. Another completion close to the first down could be about a yard short. If Kansas goes down here and scores, you go down 14-0 in the first quarter, that's going to be a hard hill to climb out of. A hard hole to climb out of. Nobody wants to play South Carolina. Who would have thought that? Not me. Shane Beamer made a fool out of me, which isn't hard to do. And big play by the Citadel, 1st down and more. I don't know why Clemson was favored by 50 points. I mean, and another 1st down for Kansas. They're moving the ball. All right, 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 45. Can somebody get after the quarterback? Ah, dang. And that's going to be incomplete. He caught it, but he was out of bounds, I think. Oh, he didn't even catch it. The ball hit the ground. So incomplete. Ryan Day was a bitch for scoring at the end when Cignetti was giving it up at the end. Yeah, well, that's what Ryan Day does. I mean, does that surprise you? Second down and 10 for the Citadel. A gashing run up the middle for 9 yards. So you go from 2nd and 10 to 3rd and 1. Yeah, I want that hoodie that Dabo is wearing. Where can I find one of those? Nature Boy, thank you for the super chat. I'll get us started. Yeah, 9 more. Yeah, YouTube has this thing now where you can set a goal. I've never done it, so I did it today. I guess they're trying to encourage people to send super chats or something. 3rd down and 2 and the Citadel right up the middle, and they get a 1st down. Boy, if you're a South Carolina fan, you're licking your chops right now watching this Clemson team. Slim who? Slim Shady? And there's a flag before the play. I think this is going to be a false start against the Citadel. So they're going to row the boat 5 yards back. Meanwhile, Kansas is in Colorado territory, 2nd down and 11. Quarterback, he's going to have to take off with it, and he does. And he's got room to run, and he stays on his feet. Spin move, holy shit. It looks like there was going to be about a 4-yard run, and he turned it into a 15-yard run. 1st down, JAYHAWKS. Unbelievable. Clemson's getting whooped on run play. Clemson's been getting whooped on run plays ever since they played their very first down of this season. It's been atrocious. Quarterback leaping over people. Nobody wants to tackle. 2nd down and 9 now. And Kansas is moving the ball. 5 yards on 1st down there. Colorado better get their shit together here real quick. They're about to go down 2 touchdowns. They need a turnover. All right, 2nd down and 9 for the Citadel now. And finally, they get the quarterback on the ground for a 4-yard loss. Backing them on up. Citadel 5.8 per carry so far. That's about what Clemson's been giving up to everybody, about 6 yards a carry. It's one of the worst run defenses in the country, yardage-wise, or yards per carry-wise. But everything's okay. Wes Goodwin, give him an extension, you know. And Kansas, the 1st down, all the way down to the 10-yard lines. It's going to be 1st and goal, Jayhawks. Wow. Boy, Colorado looks discombobulated, man. Third and 13, intercepted by the Tigers. And that's going to be a pick 6, buddy. Boy, come on, fat boy, run. There he goes. Oh, pick 6 for the Tigers. And that was the man, Peyton Page. Boy, he looked like he was running in slow motion, didn't he? So the Tigers go up 14-0. Look, watch when he starts running. Look, he's like, he goes about 10 or 15 yards and he's already gassed. He's like, oh shit. Quarterback almost caught him. All right, so that'd be 14-0 Tigers. All right, Kansas. I said he was at the 10. He's actually at the 13. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal. Oh, they moved back. 2nd and goal from the 13. And incomplete. 3rd and goal for the Jayhawks. Colorado needs to stop here big time. He can run PigskinPeete down. I'm sure he can. Look, I never claimed to be fast. Jackpot could have caught him. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah, it looked like he's about to have to take a break, huh? Or pitch the ball to somebody else, let them run it in. I'm just kidding, though. A great play by him. 3rd and goal. Caught. Oh, he's going to be down to the 5. So what do you do here if you're Kansas? Do you try? Do you go for the touchdown? You take the points. I say you take the points. You're up by 7. Take the easy 3 points. Go up by double digits here. And that looks like that's what they're going to do. Little chip shot field goal coming up here for Kansas. The plant is looking set. The plant looks amazing. I know what you guys are talking about. That plant's healthier than me. Which isn't hard to do either, but still. It's robust. And whatever other adjective you want to use, that's good. It's full of life. All right, so that's going to be 10-0. Stop mistreating my plant. No, it's not the lighting. It's not supposed to get very much light at all. That's why it's over there. It gets a little bit of light that comes through these blinds in the afternoon, and that's it. That's all it needs. I've had that thing for 3 months almost. What's in the vape? It's just a regular vape. Nicotine is in it. 0.05 or no, 5% nicotine. Is there magic beans in the plant? No. It's not. It's no, there's nothing magic at all about the plan. I need a score update. I need one of those tickers. One of those running tickers with the scores on them. Let's take a look at my... Do y'all use this app? I'll show it to you in a minute. The college football app. It's the red app. Let's see here. TCU is up 14-10 on Arizona. There it is. Arizona State up 7-0 on BYU. And that game just, hell, they must have scored on the kickoff or something. It's not even a minute into the game and they've already scored. Huh. Yeah, Colorado down 10-0. And they turned the ball over already. What are my thoughts on Ole Miss losing? Not surprised. I took Florida on the money line. Ole Miss, they're not consistent. I mean, this is a team that lost at home to Kentucky. Kentucky's no good. I mean, again, they're streaky. They had a great day against Georgia. Well, a combination of a great day by Ole Miss and a bad day by Georgia led to that outcome. But yeah, I mean, Florida's playing their best ball right now of the season by a long shot. And Colorado takes it out of the end zone and trips over his own foot. He got bit by the turf monster there. Let's see if Colorado can score here. Interception by Sanders. Let's go Wofford. Yeah, at least BVD got to see a win against Alabama this year for Tennessee. I know that made him happy. All right, Citadel's got the ball back 1st and 10. This is 2 minutes left here in the first quarter in Clemson. And quarterback's going to try to keep it, but it goes nowhere. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah, BVD passed away last night at home. He was in hospice care for the past 3 or 4 days. Second down and 9. One thing Colorado can do, though, if they get hot, they can score in a hurry. Big run by the Citadel on 2nd and 9, got a first down. There's another 8-yard run. No, 11-yard run. You can add that to the stat sheet. I don't know why anybody would even pass it on Clemson. You might as well just run it the whole time. Can't stop it. And that's Citadel's strength, too. I mean, they're a run team. I think Ohio State will beat Oregon and Indy and get the #1 seed. That's very possible. Ohio State should have won the first game. That's on Bill O'Brien. Or not Bill O'Brien, Chip Kelly. What am I talking about? That's on Chip Kelly. Screwed the end of that game up. Well, it's on Chip Kelly and to a lesser degree on Ryan Day for allowing it to happen. I mean, he is the head coach. But I think I agree with you. If Ohio State played Oregon tomorrow, I'd pick Ohio State. I picked them the first time. So BVD was one of the original college football YouTubers, a friend to a lot of us. Um, gosh, he started doing YouTube when nobody was doing YouTube. I mean, I don't know. As soon as YouTube became a thing, I think. Anyway, he's had a lot of health problems over the past few years. He had to have his, I believe it was his right leg amputated a couple of years ago. And he's just been in and out of the hospital with all kinds of, I mean, a list this long of health problems. And it finally caught up to him this week. Yes, he is the co-creator along with Uncle Lou of the Slob Olympics. You know, you hear about people that, say, oh, everyone likes that guy, like nobody dislikes him. That's not true for me. There are people who don't like me for whatever reason. But that actually is a guy that everybody liked, BVD. I've never met anybody who didn't like him. He's just a super nice guy. Clint, I don't like Volusia. Well, a lot of people don't like Volusia. I like him. Otherwise, I wouldn't have him on. But yeah, some people don't like him. Same thing with Slim. A lot of people don't like Slim Shady, but he's a good friend of mine. Yeah, I feel really bad for, obviously for BBD's family. He's got a daughter. He's got a son also that he just reconnected with a couple of years ago, so I know he's happy about that. But some of his best friend in the world is another YouTube guy, Law Tide. You guys know Law Tide, the Alabama YouTuber. They were really close, so I feel really bad for Law Tide right now. I know what it's like to lose a friend like that. Yeah. Yeah, BVD was I think he was the first, when I first started my channel, when I had like 100 subscribers maybe. He's the first one to ever come around and talk to me, and invite me on other people's shows and stuff like that. That's the kind of guy he was. What's up, Bulldog Brian? How you doing, buddy? We'll see you in a couple of months, man. Looking forward to it, too. Hey, Brian, how far do you live from the Strip, from the Vegas Strip? Can't be too far. All right, Colorado's trying to do something here. They're in Kansas territory. We'll see if they can score. 20 minutes? Okay, that's not bad. Will the Slob Olympics trophy be renamed Gold and Blue Dude and BVD trophy? Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll probably definitely put his name on it in some way, shape, or form. And I'm sure we'll do some kind of tribute to him on the cruise, too. All right, 3rd and 4 for the Citadel. Here's the start of the second quarter. And they're on the Clemson 40-yard line. And I would expect them to run the ball here. I don't know why they wouldn't. And they do run the ball, but they don't go anywhere this time. So Citadel's going to have to punt unless they go for it here on 4th and 3. Yeah, Ole Miss is out of the playoffs. And they are going to punt here. And there's a flag. Is this a delay of game? I think it is. That might have been intentional. Give himself a little bit more room to kick there. And it is 4th and 8. Antonio Williams back to receive. And how is that not blocked? Was that a touchback or not? I thought he got it. I think it's a touchback. What's up, Whipmaster? South Carolina touchdown, huh? Who are they playing? Wofford? The plant's amazing, man. Come on. Look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. That's the easiest plant I've ever had. I water it once every 2 weeks. That's all I've done to it since I got it. All right, first down, Tigers from the 20. And they give it to Maffa. Picks up about 3. All right, Colorado's 3rd and 1. They're in Kansas territory at the 39. And they're going to hand the ball off. Good defense there by the Jayhawks. Goes nowhere. Lost a yard, in fact. So 4th down. Colorado's got a decision to make here. It's 4th and 2. They're on the Jayhawks 40-yard line. And I think they're going to go for it here. I hate to say it, but I think they kind of need to. Down by 10. It'd be interesting to see what they do here. And they run it. Oh, it's going to be close. That was it. Shedeur Sanders should have just given him the ball. He kind of slowed him down by not giving him the ball. He held on to it too long. Watch this. Maybe he did give it to him, it just looked like he didn't. Let's see where they spot it. Nebraska leads Wisconsin 14-7. I don't even, you know what? I don't even know what that, somebody told me what it was a couple of weeks ago in the chat. It was a sympathy plant when my dad passed away a few months ago. One of the friends of the family sent that over as a sympathy gift. And I forget what it's called now. The top 12 is making room for Clemson. I don't know about that. What's up, Brewski's chair? It's some kind of, I mean, it's a sympathy plant, but I don't know exactly what exactly what kind of plant it is. And Moffer runs it again. 2nd down and 13. And this will be a pass play, no doubt. Yeah, Klubnik back to pass. Throws it deep. Almost intercepted. Well, that was a bad throw there. A bad decision, not a bad throw. Is it a sickly sycamore? Yeah, thank you, Brewski's chair. Y'all know I'm not a conference homer, but what's going on in these people's excuses when these southern teams go up north during December and absolutely thrash these schools? Yeah, I don't think weather has anything to do with it. Better team is going to win no matter what weather you're playing in most of the time. 3rd down and 13. Klubnik's going to keep it. He's got room to run, and he does get it. 1st down and more. Good run there by number 2. The 2nd leading rusher on the Clemson football team, because we don't play anybody but Maffa. First time I noticed the plant, it looks great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I think it is some kind of lily. Somebody told me what it was a few weeks ago. I forgot what it was now. More than half of Ohio State's players are from the South? Yeah, of course. Peace lily. That's it. Thank you. I think that's right. That sounds right. 1st and 10. Klubnik throws it deep. He's got Wesco wide open. Caught. Touchdown, Clemson. And I don't know if it's the CW or my TV, but the game keeps freezing and it's pissing me off. So Clemson's about to go up 21-0. Clemson's playing the Citadel. Cupcake week. And the extra point is good, 21-0 Tigers. All right. Back in Kansas City. I guess they turned it over on downs, huh? They sure did. So Colorado turns it over on downs. 1st and 10, Kansas City, or Kansas. What is Chiefs? This Chiefs logo got me confused. And another 1st down for the Jayhawks on 1st down, 12-yard gain by the tight end. Well, Colorado is fixing to get blown out, aren't they? Dang. Here we go, Deep Ball City against the Cupcake team. We'll shell it up next week, though. Sometimes Citadel isn't a cupcake. Yeah, that was one of the funniest days ever, as when they beat South Carolina. And then the rant by the Citadel coach after the game was also funny. Colorado hype train about to be derailed. People were curious. They were like, why is Colorado only a 2.5 or 3 point favorite against Kansas? Well, this is why. Hell, Kansas, didn't they beat BYU last week? I think they did. Second down and 5. Kansas runs it for about 3, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. I partly agree with you about the Travis Hunter thing. You see what they did last week? Didn't they let him run the ball on offense? So they're doing everything they can to try to get him a Heisman. Genty, the best player in the country, averaging 7 yards carry. If I had a vote, I would vote for Genty, but I don't. So I think it'll come down to those two, though. Although if Colorado loses today and Hunter doesn't have a good day, maybe that might affect it. I don't know. But another 1st down for Kansas. They're just moving the ball right down. I mean, this is Kansas' 3rd possession. They've scored the first 2 times. Scattaboo is lighting up BYU. And finally, some defense there by the Buffaloes, a loss of 3 yards. Yeah, Travis Hunter's, look, the proof is in the pudding. The proof is in the pudding. He's going to be drafted probably in the top 3 or 4 overall. So, yeah, he's a great player. He's a great athlete. He claims he's going to play both sides of the ball in the NFL. I don't know whether that's true or not. It's a lot harder to do these days than it used to be, especially the way they manage rosters. Sorry, I feel like I'm about to lose my voice now. 14-10, Nebraska. Yeah, that hoodie that Dabo's wearing is sweet. Those things aren't cheap. When they do those military team sweat hoodies or whatever, they're usually like $70. I think that's how much I paid for the other one I got. And that was 5 years ago. It might be more than that now. It might be $100. Pass down to 10, first goal, Kansas. Yeah, first and goal, Kansas. And I'm about 10 seconds behind you. But yeah, all the way down to the 9-yard line. First and goal, Kansas. Boy, oh boy. The Fighting Deons need to do something. And Citadel is going to run it on first and 10. Put that man down. Boy, look at it. That guy's about 3 feet tall. You see that running back for the Citadel? He's about half as tall as the defensive end for Clemson. Comes up to his waist like a child. Got a kid out there. What kind of place are y'all looking to have dinner at? He got a reservation at Big Al's Oyster Bar or something like that. I don't know. We're going to the Oyster Bar, I believe, on Monday night. Monday night, the Oyster Bar. Tuesday, Fremont Street. And another touchdown. Kansas is about to make it 17-0 in the first quarter. Oh, it's the second quarter now. What am I doing? Y'all can always count on me to forget about the scoreboard. Colorado doesn't want to win this game, do they? Big Al's Mountain Oyster Bar, is that what it's called? I don't know, Big Al's something. If Colorado loses, Arizona State beats BYU, who would play against each other in the Big 12 championship game? Who would it be? I thought those are the only 3 teams left in it. Well, Arizona State's definitely going. I don't know who wins the tiebreaker between BYU and Colorado. We're going to Vegas at the end of January. January 26th or 25th through the 30th. Well, I'm going through the 30th. Some guys are staying longer. It's a Saturday. For me, it's a Saturday to Thursday. I get there on Saturday afternoon. I leave Thursday morning. And right now, I think there's about 7 of us going, 6 or 7 of us. But the more the merrier. Thank you, Martin. The Kansas up 17-0. Hunter's Heisman run is over. Well, unless they have some kind of major comeback and Hunter's the reason why they win, then that'll change that. But it's not looking good right now. You're right. Hey, Martin, are you still over in Africa? I know you live in Africa somewhere. Is it South Africa? You're in Jersey. Did you used to live in Africa? Who am I thinking about? I might be thinking of another Martin. Colorado, Arizona State, BYU, and Iowa State. Okay. So I guess if both Colorado and BYU lose, it could be Iowa State and Arizona State in the championship game. I'm thinking of a different, there's another guy that used to come around here a while ago named Martin, and he lived in Africa. Indiana basically played FIU 10 times and lost to Ohio State. Yeah, kinda. I mean, they did beat the shit out of Michigan, but it turns out Michigan's no good, so. If Georgia Tech can beat Miami, Clemson, I think Clemson could absolutely beat Miami. I think that'd be a good game. I think it'd be a really good game. Not going to get to see it, though. One of those two teams is going to the ACC championship to play against SMU. So we won't get to see Clemson and Miami play each other this year. Yeah, that poor quarterback for Indiana, he didn't have a chance, did he? They didn't beat the shit out of Michigan. It was 20-15. Oh, I guess I remember that wrong. Maybe the Martin you're talking to about Peete became a pirate. No, I don't think he's from Somalia. I'm pretty sure he was from South Africa, or lived in South Africa. He did call into my show one time, and he did have some sort of African accent of some sort, but he spoke English pretty well. Ohio State's about to beat the soul out of Michigan. Yeah, probably. I would have to agree with that. BYU has the Law Jam. What is the Law Jam? What's up, Sly Tyler? Does Colorado want to do anything here? At the very least, they need to score. They can't go into the halftime with 0 points. That's just demoralizing. Sanders is going to have to put on his cape and become a superhero, I think. They can't run the ball. 1st and 10 to get a yard. We're going to have to see an exceptional performance here by Colorado and Shedeur Sanders to get back in this game. Ohio State, Michigan, who really cares? Well, Ohio State and Michigan fans care. That's number one. Ohio State really cares because they're on a 3-game losing streak to Michigan. Touchdown Colorado, Travis Hunter. Say, hey Martin, I told you. Here he goes. One step closer to the Heisman. Arizona State recovered an onside kick. When Clemson goes to halftime, I'm going to switch over to the Arizona State game. We'll watch the end of that one. Until Ohio State beats Michigan, then I'll eat my crow. We won't have a choice but to. And another Clemson touchdown. All right, so it's 17-7. Colorado finally on the board. What they really need to do, there's still 7 minutes left in this first half. They should be able to get the ball back and hopefully score again. It's funny watching all these college players do the Trump dance. CNN, yeah. They're doing it in the NFL. They're doing it in college. Everybody's doing the Trump dance. A Georgia player did it today.
Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
We have reached parity in college football. Yeah, and I think it's here to stay, too. What's up, Ultra Magadog? Hunter, oh, I didn't see that. He just did the Trump dance? It's funny. Indiana sucks. I don't know if they suck. They're just not as good as, their ranking was. I'm about to turn it over to that game. As a matter of fact, I'm about to for real. Clemson's blowing out the Citadel here, so. What channel is it on? There it is, ESPN. There we go. Do y'all hear that? My neighbor's out there pressure washing his house or something. Sounds loud to me. Can y'all hear it? How far do they drop Indiana? They get blown out by their only good opponent. They're going to drop pretty far. I think probably outside of the top 10. They'll probably drop about 10 spots. So 14, 13, 14, somewhere around there. Vic says, I'm going to lose so I don't care anymore. What are you going to lose? Good, I'm glad y'all can't hear that because it sounds loud to me. Oh, outpick Vic. Who'd you pick? What'd you do? Vic, don't tell me you picked BYU. Did you pick BYU, Vic? 3rd and 1, touchdown Arizona State. And Arizona State it's a rout. About to be 21-0. Boy, BYU fell off, didn't they? 2 weeks ago, they got lucky. I forget who they were playing. Anyway, they got lucky to win that game. Then they lose last week, and now they're getting blown out already in this game. BYU started strong and finished weak. Yeah, we are who they thought they were. Hey, Ohio, Texas got beat by the only good opponent they played, and look where they're at. Yeah, well, Texas still has a stronger schedule than Indiana. Not by a lot, but it is better. I do agree with you, though. I mean, Texas, who is their best win? Vanderbilt? I guess it is. We thought the Michigan win was a big win early in the season, but that was before we knew how bad Michigan was. Come on, A, Ohio. You know the SEC is going to get more of a nod. BYU beat Utah by 1. Yeah, and they probably should have lost. They got lucky. That was that controversial call at the end of the game. They gave them a first down when they were about to lose. Indiana will lose in the first round of the playoffs. Who cares? I'm not sure they're going to get in the playoffs now. If you would have asked me 3 weeks ago, would a 11-1 Indiana get left out of the out of the playoffs, being in the Big Ten, I would have said absolutely not. But I'm not so sure now. If they would have kept it close with Ohio State, maybe. But the way they lost, I don't know how you can justify putting them in the playoffs. But who knows? We've seen crazier things by the committee in the past. Who gets the number 12 spot? Then there's still so much that has to happen. A lot's going to depend on what happens today. Knocking Ole Miss out helped. They're out of the picture now, most likely. What happens with Notre Dame in the next 2 weeks really matters. You know, I think Notre Dame is a playoff team, but they have to win out. I don't think they can afford to lose another game. Now, I think they will win out, but they've got a tough game today against Army. And then I think they got to go on the road to Southern Cal. Not that that's a hard game or anything, but still. Well, I don't even know who's got the ball. Kansas, what are they doing? Magic tricks? As soon as that ball was snapped, I lost it. No idea who had it. It appears as if Colorado didn't know who had it either. They're tackling people without the ball. Who thought the SEC was going to get 5 teams in? Yeah, I don't. No, 5. Maybe 4. Probably more likely 3. I could see 4, maybe. Big run by Kansas inside the 30, inside the 20, inside the 10, out of bounds at the 7. First and goal, Jayhawks. Well, here you go. This Kansas offense has been on fire the first half. Oh, you did? Yeah. I think you'll probably see definitely 3 from the SEC, 3 from the Big Ten. The Big 12 is hard to figure out. A lot's going to depend on what happens today with Colorado. Probably 2 from the Big 12. That's 8. Boise, let's say Boise wins their conference is the highest ranked. That's 9. That leaves 3 at large. That leaves 3 at large. No, I didn't even put the ACC in there, did I? At least 1, maybe 2 from the ACC. That's 11. Notre Dame, 12. Tennessee won 56-0. BVD would be happy. Yeah. Just 1 from the ACC, probably. Is it possible that if Clemson beats South Carolina next week, that would be a top 20 win, maybe even a top 15 win. We'll see where they're ranked this week. And they'd be sitting there with 2 losses. Could they backdoor their way into the 12th spot? Now, I'm not convinced Clemson is a playoff team, so I'm not saying they should get it. I'm just saying it's possible. We also need Pitt to beat Louisville. That's only if SMU loses. The only thing that matters for Clemson and the ACC right now is they need Miami to lose to Syracuse next week. That's the only real chance. Anyone complaining about the 12-team playoff is crazy. Yeah, I like the idea of it. I wasn't a big fan of it when they first announced it, but it is going to be entertaining to see. The thing is that a lot of people had some sort of delusion that going to a 12-team playoff was going to fix the problem about, teams getting left out, right? Like, it's just made it worse. So the past 10 years, when we had the 4-team playoff, it was always the number 5 and number 6 that felt like they should have got the 4th spot. Now what you're going to have is all the way from 13 probably to 20, you're going to have people complaining that they should have got that 12. There's going to be more people complaining than ever before the more you expand it. What's up, Daniel Barry? I was thinking more resume. Pitt will be ranked if they win. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So what did they miss the extra point or something, or go for 2? It's 20. No, they kicked a field goal. What am I talking about? 20-7 Kansas. I like how they didn't even bother painting over the Kansas City Chiefs logo and everything. They just left the Chiefs logo on there. They said, fuck it. We're not going to put the Jayhawks logo on here. And there's only a minute left in the first half at Arizona State. BYU's about to get blanked. I'm not convinced that Georgia's a playoff team. The offense played well today, but the defense did not. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell with these cupcake games. The reason I think Georgia definitely is a playoff team is because of who they've beaten. Right? They beat Tennessee pretty convincingly, who's definitely a top 15 team, and they beat the brakes off of Texas in Austin. That's 2 quality wins. If they can beat those 2 teams, then they're definitely a playoff team. I mean, they do have some holes on defense, Georgia does, but guess what? Who doesn't? Who's got the best defense in the country? Is it Ohio State? You don't think Georgia's a top 12 team? Pretty asinine take. Yeah, they're definitely a top 12 team. They're a top 10 team. A&M and Auburn tonight. A&M needs to win that game. Yeah, this is a playoff game. That's a huge game tonight. That's a playoff game for A&M. I think they should win and cover. I mean, Auburn's not very good, but Auburn has a chance to ruin 2 seasons in 2 weeks. If they beat either Auburn or Alabama, that's a huge. They upset their season. I don't think. If Alabama loses another game, they're out. They got 2 losses, right? Yeah, Tennessee and Vanderbilt. Yeah, next week's gonna be awesome. That's what makes the 12-team playoff so great. Is usually by week 12 or 12th game of the year, most things are decided. Not this year. Tennessee better not lose to Vandy. You know what? That's not a gimme. That is not a gimme. I can't wait to see the line on that. Tennessee will be favored, but it's probably not going to be much more than a touchdown. All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Great catch there on the sideline for a 1st down. So Colorado is in Kansas territory at the 49. And it looks like someone's calling a timeout here. No, official review. They're going to see if he caught this in bounds. And it looks like his toe definitely dragged there. I think that is a catch. Let's take another look here. Ball's caught. Toe drags. That's definitely a catch. So they'll that call will stand, and that'll be a 1st down, Colorado. Tennessee is favored by 11 at Vanderbilt right now. Wow. I'd probably take Vanderbilt with the 11 points. Although I need to see how Vanderbilt plays today because they were one of my picks this week. I had Vanderbilt at plus 8.5. They play tonight at LSU. I do think LSU will probably win, although it would be funny if they lost at home to Vanderbilt, but I think Vanderbilt has a chance to cover. Is it in Nashville or Knoxville? You know what? I don't know. For some reason, I feel like it's in Nashville, but I'm not 100% sure. Some Tennessee fan can tell us. They definitely know. Yeah, BYU's getting their ass whipped. They can't even score a point. I'm kicking myself for not betting this. I was uber confident that Arizona State was going to win this game. I should have bet it. But you always say you should have done something after the fact. Is it just me or is it getting dark in here? Here we go. Look, I'm in a cave. It's in Nashville. That's what I thought. All right, so they did uphold it. It's going to be first down Colorado at the 49. Big play finally by BYU. Inside of a minute, they're trying to get on the board here. Now might be a good time to live bet BYU since they're probably down bad in the odds. I'll check it here in a minute after the commercial break here. So 5 yards on first down for Colorado, 2nd and 5. And 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half. Colorado needs to score at least a field goal here, probably a touchdown. Sanders back to throw, caught at the 25. I'm sorry, at the 35, inside the 30, all the way down to the 20-yard line. Travis Hunter with a big play, first down, Buffaloes. Should have bought Bitcoin too. Yeah, no kidding. Did it hit 100,000 yet? You can get Dogecoin for 40 cents a coin right now. I think it reached its all-time high too yesterday. Well, if you bought Dogecoin back when it was less than a penny for a coin, shit, you're rich. Holy shit, Nebraska might be heading to a bowl game. Good for them. I have a crypto app and an account. I just haven't bought anything yet. I'm still scared. I think I might buy some though, just and not for a short-term thing, just to sit on it for the long term and see what happens. Because I don't know what I'm doing. That's one thing, but it's worth a shot. XRP and XLM, what are those crypto coins? What's the app I have? I'll tell you what it is right now. It is crypto.com. They trade something like 30 different coins. Anybody ever heard of that one? You can buy, sell, and trade all in that app. You bought Doge at 0.006? Did you really? How many did you buy? Are you being serious, fools? If you're being serious and you've cashed in big time in the past couple of days. I saw a screenshot of some guy on Twitter this morning that he screenshotted his crypto app or whatever. He bought $28,000 worth of Dogecoin this morning. How about 2 Mile Brewery, Ohio? Does that sound? What's 2 Mile Brewery? You had me at brewery. All right, first down Colorado, inside of 2 minutes from the 19-yard line. Sanders back to pass, throws it, caught! Touchdown Buffaloes by Miller. Colorado's getting right back in this thing here. Oh, you're going to meet up with Nate? Bring some stilts with you. He's about 10 feet tall. Every time I take a picture with Nate, he makes me look like I'm about 4 feet tall. And I'm 6 feet. Did I see that idiot in England at $2 million on Doge and let a woman steal he met at the bar? What? How does a woman steal your coin? It's virtual. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just don't know what you're saying. The Vandy game scares me because we had a similar situation in 2016 where we needed to beat Vandy to make it to the SEC championship game, but we lost. Yeah, it's a big game. She transferred it to her bank. You would think he would be able to get that back. You know what I mean? She should be in jail. I mean, that's the kind of stuff people get whacked over. Steal $2 million from somebody. All right, 14-20, Colorado on the board again. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go. A stripper stole cash from Cometa's Dogecoin. And BYU fails to score. So, although they do score, 21-3. So that's going to be the end of the first half in Arizona State, and it's 21-3. You've been going to Planet Fitness every night? That's great news, Nate. First thing you can do if you want to get in shape is stop eating 18-inch pizzas by yourself with cream cheese on them. I'd start there. And stop eating an entire box of frozen taquitos in one sitting. Nate was at my house for like 3 or 4 days last year, and he ate a box of 25 taquitos in 3 days. One of those family-sized, I bought them just for him, so I don't care. But yeah, but he ate all of them. Second down and 10, Kansas caught another first down, 15-yard gain on first down for the Jayhawks. They might score again before half, too. Colorado's defense is not playing well today. So Clemson's up 35-0. Yeah, I bet that brewery probably has good food. Breweries have better food than regular restaurants for some reason. You think you just go there for the beer, but really their food is great. There's a place that we went to in just outside of Asheville. I think it's called Withville. I think it's called Withville, the town right next to Asheville. And I forget the name of the brewery. We just happened to come across it, and man, the food was good there. What's up, Broski Bear? I'm at a Wahoo bar in Charlottesville, Virginia right now. SMU smoked them watching Penn State pull James Franklin. Yeah. I was pulling for Virginia, but they didn't have a chance, did they? I thought they might be able to keep it interesting. All right, there's a minute left here in the half. Can Colorado stop them? And they're going to run it on first down up the middle for about 2. Kansas still has all 3 timeouts, so time's not really an issue here. Second down and 7. They're not in any hurry. Quick throw to the 50, caught. And that's going to be a first down, Jayhawks. And he got out of bounds. Yes, he does. I think Nate's about 6'7". He says 6'6", but I think he's taller than that. If Colorado comes back and win this game, Kansas should be embarrassed. Colorado does typically play better in the second half than they do in the first half, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did come back. But defensively, they can't stop Kansas. Here we go. They're about to score again. Inside the 30, inside the 20, down to the 24. They might score again. They've scored at least 3 points on every possession. They haven't had to punt yet. Texas is up 14 points on Kentucky. And another big run. They can't tackle this guy. All the way down to the 2. That was about 10 yards after contact. Man. They're about to score for real. First and goal. Look at that. Why? That was the most pitiful. Did you see that? That attempt at tackling? That was the most sad attempt at tackling I've ever seen. That should have been a 1 yard gain at most. Wow. Timeout. What's up, Joe? Yeah, that was a terrible attempt at tackling there. Travis Hunter, 4 receptions for 90 yards and a touchdown in the first half. Pretty good. Shedeur Sanders, 2 touchdowns. And somehow they're still down because their defense can't tackle. That's why I don't think Colorado can win a national championship. If they somehow wind up in the playoffs, I think they're going to get destroyed. I mean, Alabama would probably score 40 on them. First and goal, runs for about a yard. It's going to be second and goal now. Clock is ticking. And it looks like Kansas is going to take another timeout. They got 23 seconds left to get, 3 yards? Oklahoma sucks. Don't think the Tide has any worse. Yeah, I don't. I think Alabama rolls in that one. Oklahoma has no offense or yeah, exactly. They started the season out with a pretty decent defense, but they didn't have an offense, and now the defense is non-existent too. They're a mess. Let me pull this up here. Football. Let's see. What time does that game come on? 7:30. Get out of here. Bama minus 14. I'll take that. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take that all day and twice on Sunday, too. I don't know what just happened there. My phone's gonna die. Penn State is Penn Stating. No, Nate, don't go. Don't, no. Nate, if you're at a public gym like that, don't pull your phone out. You'll have some woman accusing you of something. Just keep it in your pocket. Not going to tell you how to invest, Pete, but if you're going to hold any long term, I would suggest buying a secure wallet along the lines of Treasure Safe 3. See, that's the kind of stuff I need to know is about the wallet and everything. That's what I don't know. I know you need to get one that's not easily hacked, because I've heard of that happening to people. What are we looking at here? What are we reviewing? Are they reviewing whether this was whether he was down? And he clearly was down. He was down. The knee hits the ground before he releases the ball. Does it not? Yeah, it does. I missed the call on the field, though. What was the call on the field? Is listening to music fine? Yeah, that's fine. But you said go live on YouTube. Why would you do that? Did Florida State rush the field today? Probably. It's been a while since they've seen a win. Wow. Penn State's not doing the Big Ten any favors, are they? All right. 3rd and goal now, finally. This is the quarter that will never end here. 14 seconds left. And they're still looking at this. I thought they were done with this by now. All right, so it's 3rd and goal. Florida State fans tore down the goalpost. Poor Florida State, man. All right, so Kansas does have one more timeout. Colorado has 2. I don't know why Colorado would use one here, but anyway, if they don't get it in here, they can still call a timeout and decide what they want to do on 4th down. And they throw it in the end zone incomplete. So that'll stop the clock anyway. They don't have to worry about using a timeout. 10 seconds left, 4th and goal. And I think they're going to go for it here. I don't know. Maybe not. No, it looks like they're going to kick a field goal here. Yeah, why are they not? Yeah, exactly. Colorado hasn't been able to stop the run all day. And they get down on, that's some shit Clemson would do. Get down on the goal line and throw it 3 times in a row. You know? Delay of game by Kansas. They just took that instead of calling a timeout. You're not drinking that Mulvaney juice today, are you? Next thing you know, Peete buys a Jaguar. No, I told you I get whatever's on sale. This time it was the Silver Bullet. Got another flag. They just don't want this half to end, do they? And that's going to be against Colorado. Anyway, the field goal is good, so it's 23-14. So a 9-point lead by Kansas going into the half. All right, so which game should I turn on now? Arizona State's at halftime. This one's at halftime. Is there one that's not at halftime that I can watch? No? I guess everybody's at halftime. Is there one I'm missing? Colorado will be different in the second half. I have no doubt that Colorado can score. They can keep up scoring with Kansas, but they're going to have to do something defensively because they haven't been able to stop. Well, Kansas scored on every single possession. So. And they're going to return the kick from the end zone. And that's going to do it. There's 3 seconds left. I'm assuming Colorado's just going to take a knee here. Yeah, 342 yards for Kansas. You ain't going to win if you're Colorado doing that in the second half. Missouri and Mississippi State. Ugh. I guess it's a game. I mean, I guess it's better than watching commercials, but that doesn't sound like a very good game to me. All right, I got it on. Why not? Louisville's up 17-0. Man, Pittsburgh can't even score. It's 14-10 Missouri in Starkville. Damn, Mississippi State's 2-8. Not a single SEC win for the Bulldogs. Well, this is one time I'm glad I got the volume down. I can't stand the sound of that damn cowbell for 3 hours. That should be illegal. Pittsburgh is having a Syracuse level end of season collapse. Missouri has a chance to have a 9-win season, which isn't bad for them. Who do they play next week? I'm assuming they're going to beat Mississippi State the day they should. Who do they play next week? Wofford at South Carolina. Yeah, I ain't got no interest in that at all. The cock crowing is worse than the cowbells. Yeah, I would tend to agree. The cock crowing is definitely annoying, but at least it's not constant. The cowbell is just, it's just 3 hours straight of that shit. I wouldn't even like that cowbell shit if I was a Mississippi State fan, let alone another fan. It's annoying. And I'll be damned if I'm going to stand there and be doing this the whole game with the damn bell. South Carolina only 14-3 against Wofford at the half? What? Wow. All right, first down Missouri at the 29. And they get 5 or 6 yards on first down there. USC band only knows one song for 3 hours. Yeah. Hey, Adam, you're not going to the game tonight, buddy? I believe you went to the, did you go last week? Or was that a couple weeks ago? I saw you, you met up with our buddy John. That was you, wasn't it? Am I thinking of the right person?
I don't feel well. Jesus, life shouldn't be that stressful. If this is my show 2 weeks in, by week 10, I'm going to be doing the show from a casket. Look down in the bayou.
Third down and 9. Missouri throws it in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Tigers. That was a hell of a play there. He was covered. So it's going to be 21-10 Missouri now. Oh yeah, it's at Yankee Stadium. I keep forgetting that. I'm sorry. I knew that too. I'm just an idiot. Arkansas at Missouri. Oh, hell, you know what? That'd be a good game, maybe. I think Missouri will win, but... Wofford touchdown. All right, I'm turning that on. I'm turning that on. The hell with this game. What channel is it on? Jeez, now I gotta scroll through all these channels. That's the one thing I do not like about Hulu TV. Is you gotta scroll through every freaking channel to find the one you're looking for. Is it on the SEC network? What is it on? Yeah, of course. Now I gotta see. That's what I'm saying. I gotta scroll all the way down to the S's. I gotta go through 400 different channels to get there, because you can't just type in SEC network. There it is. I bet Jackpot's losing his mind.
DeAndre Johnson! Who the fuck is he? He's a fucking freshman? Fuck! Oh, how about that? Jackpot Leslie makes one. It's like, well, they've been hanging tough. Well, they've been playing as good as they can. Goddamn, and why are you over here telling me? You don't have this, you don't have that, you don't have this, and you don't have that. DeAndre Johnson.
I gotta love old Jackpot. Jackpot will get you with the Dr. Oh yeah. Last week he said he's gonna hit that guy over the head with a Dr. Pepper can. He was mad for real. How did I end up back on? Y'all told me the SEC network. I'm on the SEC network, and that's Missouri and Mississippi. What channel is the South Carolina game on? Mississippi's Valley State. The hell? What is it on ESPN Plus or some shit? I don't see it. Oh, SEC Plus? Oh, that's why I don't have that. That's an online deal. Well, Jackpot must have had to pay for that. Isn't that a pay thing? God, now I got to go all the way back up here. You know what? The hell with this. I guess I'll turn Clemson back on for now. 35-0, start of the third quarter. Ohio State has not beat Michigan in 1,820 days. Wow. When you put it like that, it makes it sound a lot worse. Fortunately for Ohio State, I don't think they're going to have a problem this year. Why is Cade still in? That's a great question. I'll tell you one thing, Maffa better not be in there. Is he in there? Well, he's not on this down anyway. Maffa has no business playing in the second half of this game. Really, Cade doesn't either. Caught by Williams, and touchdown Antonio Williams. It's going to be 42-0 Clemson. I'd like to see a nice heavy rotation of all the other running backs. Let's give them let's give them all some meaningful carries here. I don't even know who RB2 is. I don't think they know. There's a flag on the extra point there. Cignetti thinks that Indiana belongs in the playoffs. Well, of course he does. He's 10-1. He'll probably be 11-1 after next week because they'll beat Purdue. Any coach who's 11-1 is going to stump for their team to get in the playoffs. You know, Ohio State's turning on at the right time of the year, too. They were my preseason pick to win the national championship. RB2 might be Haynes. Yeah, might be. We do have, as long as he doesn't decommit, we have a really good running back coming in this class. Gideon Davidson. He's the third ranked running back recruit in the nation. He might be playing a lot for his freshman year next year. What's up, Pastor Dave? How you doing? Dummy is here. Dummy says they're both big fish in a little pot. Any Power 4 team that is 11-1 needs to get in. They still might get in. Especially with Ole Miss losing today. And if Tennessee were to lose to Vanderbilt somehow, they probably would get in then. Our local team has the number 4 high school running back in the country. He's going to Georgia. Shocker. I feel like the rematch between Oregon and Ohio State is going to be epic in the Big Ten title game. A&M may lose to Auburn. Well, that would knock them out. I'm not picking that, though, Pastor Dave. I think A&M wins that. They should. But we've seen crazier things happen, especially this season. Sounds better if you say the Gators beat Ole Miss instead of saying they lost. All right. Well, since the Gators beat Ole Miss, that opens things up. Is that better? Automatic bids are a participation trophy. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not against the automatic bid with if you win your conference. I think you have to reward somebody for winning their league. I don't have a problem with that at all. If you win your league, you should at least have a chance to compete in the playoffs. Lucas Oil will be a home game for Ohio State. Oh, you're talking about the group of 5? Now, okay, that's different. I can get with you on that. Although, even without the automatic bid, I still think if Boise State finished the season 12-1, league champions, their only loss being to Oregon, I think there's a good argument for them to be in the top 12 no matter what. So, but I understand what you're saying. Well, first of all, I think the group of 5 should have their own playoffs. There's no reason they can't do it. The FCS does it. And plus, I would love to watch. I mean, who wouldn't want to watch a good, 6-team playoff in the group of 5? That'd be fun. Arizona State's about to score again. Wow. BYU, your season is over. And I'm just waiting for a meaningful game to come back on TV here so we can watch it. Clemson's up 42-0 here on the CW. Do I have a 44 Magnum? No. I would love a Henry 44 Magnum rifle, though. If you've got about $1,300 I can borrow, I'll get one tomorrow. TCU. TCU won a playoff game. People keep talking about TCU. They won a playoff game. I mean, not every single national championship game is going to be close. In fact, most of them aren't. That's almost like saying in 2018, Clemson beat Alabama, an undefeated Alabama, 44-16. Does that mean Alabama didn't belong there because they got blown out? No, of course not. That'd be silly to say that. Just turns out Clemson was better. .357 mag? No, I don't. I don't have one of those either. There's a lot of ones I would love to have. Why did they block out the game, but we could see all other games? You talking about the South Carolina game? Yeah, I don't know. That is weird. Oh, you're talking about that rifle that I posted on Twitter? Yeah, that thing was beautiful. I don't even know how that works legally. It had a built-in suppressor. The suppressor was part of the barrel. Or it was the barrel. I don't know how that works legally, if you have to get a tax stamp for that or not. High Point, man, stop it. First of all you need to know about High Point is it's made in Ohio. That's your first red flag. You know it's junk just based off of that. High Point. I'm a Canic guy. I love Canic. A lot of other guns I like too. I like Smith & Wesson. As far as pistols go, I mean. They're blocking out the Colorado game. What? Where? It's on here. Unless there's something I don't know. Where are you at that they're blocking out the Colorado game? You're in Baltimore? Oh man, why would they do that? Yeah, High Point is a gun. The Smith & Wesson M&P series I love. I would love to get one of those. The all-metal ones. The M&P, what are they called? I forget what they're called now. Well, they got one that's called the Competitor. It's got a comp on it too. High Point is an anchor. What's a brick? What's the name of that? What's the name of the M&P that we like, Nature Boy? You know what I'm talking about. What's my thoughts about Vanderbilt and LSU? Well, that was one of my picks of the week. So I got Vandy covering the 8.5. I don't know what the line is now. This is going all the way back to Monday when I made the pick, but if it's around 8.5 or 9, I would take Vanderbilt in the points. No, not the equalizer. No. I don't like. I'm not a fan of those. Those are ugly. Yeah, the metal carry comp. MNP 2.0 maybe is what it's called. I cut my cable 10 years ago. How long has it been for me? It's been about 4 years, maybe. Well, I think I cut it right around COVID year, 2020. And then I just didn't have anything. I didn't even have Hulu TV until a couple of years ago. Maybe 2 years ago. I just didn't have, all I had was Netflix. I didn't do any TV at all. Yeah, MEP 2.0 metal comp. Who are you saying who cares to? I only regret not leaving cable sooner. Between our cable bill, and we still had Netflix and shit anyway, so we're already paying extra for that. But our cable and internet bill was like almost $300 a month. That's insane. I wasted a lot of money for a lot of years. We use antennas and get over 50 channels for free. What are antennas? And so the second half is about to start here. This man's got he's got one of those big giant radar dishes in his backyard so he can watch football. Y'all ever seen somebody that has those? Those big giant dishes in their backyard so they can get TV? Yeah, the 1980s ones. I mean, they were legit like 8 or 9 feet wide. There was a guy in my neighborhood who used to have one of those. We used to laugh at him. And then we also had a little black box that you buy from some, it's not legal, but everybody had one. As a matter of fact, one of my friends, his barber, sold illegal black boxes for like $50 a piece or something. And you can get like 100 channels on there. Love when they came out, you could get every channel in the world. Oh, you have one of those still, James? This man was selling illegal black boxes out of the back of a barber shop. Damn. That black box thing was to have in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, that's exactly whenever it was definitely the 90s. I don't know about the 80s. All right, here we go. Colorado's got the ball to start the half, 1st and 10. Shador pitches it, and that's going to be a first down and more all the way down to the Kansas 35. So good start for the Buffaloes here in the second half. I thought black box was Ted. I'm not going to even read that. Y'all ain't right, man. Sanders, the ball is batted down. That was a pitiful attempt at a pass or whatever the hell that was supposed to be. Incomplete. It's lucky that wasn't intercepted. All you had to do was swap one chip for another to make the black box work like $1 in parts, pure profit. Yeah, he was selling those things. I guess he was making money, otherwise he wouldn't be doing it. 2nd down and 10 now. And they run it right up the middle for about 3. So 3rd and 7 coming up for the Buffaloes. Clemson Stadium is a beautiful sight, but the views from the upper deck are even more beautiful. Yeah, that's the one good thing about having nosebleeds at Clemson. First of all, getting up there is a trip and a half. But once you're up there, you get a beautiful view of the town and the campus. That is right. But it's a pain in the ass getting up there. And on 3rd and 7, complete, or no, a run by Sanders, and he got the 1st down. 1st and 10 Buffaloes. So Colorado comes out swinging all the way down to the 25-yard line, 26-yard line. Short pass caught, and good open field tackle for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Billy Napier is a happy guy today. Well, he's a happy guy every time he gets that paycheck. Second down and 11. Speaking of paycheck, did y'all see that Mac Brown said he's planning on returning next year? I can't believe that. Well, at least that's what I read on Twitter, and everything on Twitter is true, so it must be true. 2nd down and 11. Sanders got all day. He's running backwards, but throw it. What are you doing? What in the... What was that? He ran back to the 50-yard line. He ran back 30 yards. And there's an intentional grounding penalty. Why didn't he throw that ball away? See, that's the one thing about Sanders, that he does that a lot. He doesn't want to give up a sack, and he doesn't want to throw the ball away, so he runs backwards. He's done that a lot this year. He wants to make the play, I get it, but just throw it away and live to fight another down. Don't take a 25-yard loss. God almighty. Clemson can't stop the run. Yeah, they haven't been able to stop the run all year. They called a holding penalty on Cam. I didn't see that. So offsetting penalty. Boy, he escaped that one. He got lucky there. I mean, it was a hold, to be fair. It was a good call. It was a dumb mistake by the Kansas defender there. 2nd down and 11 after all that. Back at the 26 again. Sanders throws it. Caught. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And guess who? Travis Hunter again. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. I had a friend eat a whole box of family-sized tokas. Let's just say I went to work that night and was glad of it. What are tokas? Some kind of Mexican food, I'm assuming. We gave up a rushing touchdown to the Citadel. They didn't throw it not one time on that drive. Yeah, we can't stop the run. So it's going to be 42-7, Clemson. And Colorado comes out hot to make it a 2-point game, 21-23. Don't look now, but the comeback is on. The question is, can Colorado's defense tackle? Again, Kansas scored every time they got the ball in the first half. Not one single punt. Still trying to figure out what tokas are and who would eat them. Yeah, what are they? Don't make me look it up. I'm hoping Clemson is just trying to make South Carolina think it'll be easy against our defense. Well, they've been doing a pretty good job of convincing him of that all year. So, you know. Did he mean tacos, maybe? I don't know, maybe. Call Citadel and see if their OC wants to move up to Clemson. Yeah. I'm more ready to get rid of the defensive coordinator in Clemson than the offensive coordinator. I mean, Clemson still has a top 10 offense nationally. So, now, believe me, I've got some criticisms, mainly the play calling. But I think the defense is in worse shape than the offense is. I really wish I could turn the South Carolina game on. SEC Plus. Toca does mean touch in Spanish. Yes, that's 100% true. And I speak it. I speak Spanish decently.
No comprende. No speaking English.
I'm still going to be talking smack all week, but truly concerned about the game next Saturday. Yeah, I'm going to, believe me, I'm going to be talking shit about South Carolina all week, too. I love hate week with South Carolina, but I've already picked them to win the game. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm a realist. I haven't picked South Carolina to beat Clemson since Steve Spurrier was there. And I've been right most of the time. But this year's different. I hope I'm wrong. Rec Talk was talking shit on me. I told him to stop mistreating me. He got butthurt because I said that Georgia Tech doesn't care about football, which I was only kidding when I said it, but halfway kidding. But he had to let it be known that Georgia Tech spent like $300 million on the football program last year or something. I don't know. I didn't graduate from Clemson. I'm not a real fan. I'm a fake fan. South Carolina's up 21-9 over Wofford. Mrs. Peete graduated from Clemson in 2003. Yeah, my wife did. My wife did. My oldest sister did. My older brother did. Going all the way back into the 80s. Grew up in a Clemson household. Mrs. Peete graduated from Clemson on scholarship. Yes, she did. She was on academic scholarship. She graduated summa. She's smart, except for the fact that she married me. That might be the dumbest thing she's ever done before. All right, here we go. Can Colorado stop Kansas? They didn't in the first half. We'll see if they can do it now. Second down and 11. Kansas is going to run the ball. And another first down and more. Cross the 30, cross the 40, all the way up close to the 50-yard line. Another big play by the JAYHAWKS. This is going to be a score. If Colorado wants to win this game, it's just going to be a score fest because they can't stop Kansas at all. What's up, Dog Pride? James Williams, I guess he's the fan police.
Warning. Fan police en route.
Kansas is about to score again. Yeah, I heard about that Tom Brady thing. I'm a bigger fan than James Williams is. I mean, he doesn't even have a YouTube channel. It's that simple. First and 15 now. And they run it again and again. A 5-yard run without even trying. Look at that. Missed tackles this season, 8.8 on average and 8 wins. Today, 15 missed tackles for Colorado today. Double their average. I wouldn't throw it either. There's no reason to. They can't stop the run. Just like I don't know why anybody throws it on Clemson. Clemson can't stop the run. And they do throw it. And I thought he caught it. Almost intercepted by Hunter. Incomplete, 3rd and 9 coming up. Georgia can't stop the run either. Boy, it's contagious. What's up, Ballard? Tokas is what Jennifer Lopez calls her lady parts. Oh, that makes sense. College football guy, thank you. Love your content. Keep it up. Appreciate you, brother. I'm glad somebody likes my content. Go look at the comment section of the video I posted last night. Believe me, some people don't like it. People are mad at me because Clemson's had 4 top 100 recruits decommit in the past 2 months. And they're mad at me for it. Army or Notre Dame tonight? I've got Notre Dame. I hope Army covers because I've got them at plus 14. Georgia gave up 226 rushing yards to UMass. Is that true? God dang. How much of that was, their backups being in there? Clemson's had 6 players. Listen to this. They had, now this is as of about 3 weeks ago, so it's even worse now probably. As of about 3 weeks ago, Clemson had 19 different players throughout the season that were on visits that came to actual games, were on the sideline, the whole thing. Out of those 19, how many committed to Clemson? 1. 1 out of 19. And 6 decommits, and 4 top 100 players decommitted. There's some people saying there might be another 1 or 2 that decommit before next month. I don't know if that's true or not. But this might be the year that Dabo's forced to use the portal just to fill out the roster. I mean, not to mention he's got 50 this season, 51 walk-ons. He's mad that he's going to have to cut walk-ons because of the scholarship rule change. But that's insane. Peete talked to those recruits personally and told them to decommit. Now, of course, I would never do anything like that. I would never do anything like that. The funny thing is, I don't even, like, I'm not a Dabo hater. I'm not one of these people that's calling for him to be fired or anything like that. But for some of these people, anything less than just agreeing with everything Dabo Swinney does is like, it's sacrilege. Like, they worship this guy. It's weird. I don't worship anybody. Dabo in a little trouble there. Yeah, well, we'll see what he does. We'll see what he does this offseason. Gonna have to do something. First and 10, Kansas. Almost intercepted. They looking for a flag. Oh, there is a flag. And this looks like it's going to be a pass interference against Colorado, against Travis Hunter. Danny Ford was a better coach and we fired him. Are Clemson fans a cult? No. But there is, I mean, every fan base has this certain small minority of people who are like that about their coach if they win a lot. You know. I don't want Dabo to get fired or quit. I want him to do the right thing. You know, it's different whenever he was making $2.5 million a year when he first got hired. He's making $11 million. He's the second or third highest paid coach in the country. I think he's the second. So with the paycheck comes certain responsibilities. That's all there is to it. Second down and 1 now. Down at the 14-yard line. And he gets up to the 6-yard line. First down and goal. They're about to score again. I don't know why you do anything but run it here. They can't stop it. And that's going to be an offsides against Colorado to make things go from bad to worse. Now it's about to be first and goal from inside the 5-yard line. Who's going to convince him to do the right thing? Well, I think there's already being pressure being put on him by the donors. But Dabo does not really. I mean, Dabo's going to do what Dabo wants to do, no matter who tells. He'll say, look, if you don't like the way I do things, then fire me. Because if they fire him, they owe him $50 million. And Clemson does not have that kind of money. So he's safe. He'll call their bluff if they try to do something like that. And he'd be a fool to quit. Because, again, he's getting paid $11 million a year. Biggest cult fan base has to be the Voltards. Ohio State, the close second. I would say Ohio State definitely. I'll put them at the top of the list. Second down and goal. And all the way up to the 1, just short of the touchdown there. It's going to be third and goal from the 1. I mean, I understand that Dabo Swinney does not like the NIL or pay-for-play model, but what you like is irrelevant. You either got to do it or you're going to become an afterthought. That's just all there is to it. Touchdown, Kansas. So it's about to be 30-21. 2-score game again, if they get the extra point here. And I think they will. Saban did not like the current college football landscape either. Should Dabo retire too? Well, Saban's almost 70 years old. So, Saban's almost 70 years old, won 6 national championships or whatever. So, I don't think those two things are the same. I doubt Dabo will retire at 55. I don't think so. I mean, I guess there's a chance he could leave Clemson and go somewhere else, but I don't think he'll retire. I think he likes coaching too much. Penn State just took the lead finally. And is Cade still in the game? I hope not. I don't think he is. 3rd down and 7. For the Citadel. Incomplete. Start of the 4th quarter in Death Valley. I honestly think Sweeney would not take Alabama if offered. Well, they called him last year. He told him he wasn't interested in leaving Clemson. Not that they offered him a job, but they did call him to see what his interest was, and he said no thank you. The only real chance that Clemson has to make the ACC championship is if Miami loses to Syracuse next week. If Miami loses to Syracuse, Clemson's in. Because Miami would have 2 ACC losses. Clemson only has 1. Which is possible that Syracuse could win. It's in Syracuse. Does anyone think that Penn State's really the 4th best team in the country? Probably not. No. No. They're definitely top 10, though. I don't think they have any legitimate chance of winning at all. I still think there's probably 4 or 5 teams every year. No, you could expand the playoffs to 64 teams if you want. There's still only 4 or 5 teams every year that's good enough to win it. That's why the main reason I was against the expansion to begin with. But if you're going to get the same result no matter what, you may as well at least have some interesting playoff games just for the fan side of it, Would Penn State beat Notre Dame? I would pick Notre Dame. Oh, he's now in? Okay, good. Well, hold on. Cade is still in, too. Oh, no, it's not. It's Vizina. And did Clemson just turn the ball over? No, that's incomplete. All right, Colorado down by 9. 7 minutes left in the 3rd. Georgia lost 1 game and left out the playoffs. They need to expand. Yeah, well. First down, Tigers. Penn State probably not beat. I think they would beat Indiana. A 16-team playoff would be perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I like the 12. They're going to go to 14 probably. It's what they're talking about. I think the ultimate end goal is probably eventually going to be 16. I don't know why they would go past 16. I think 12 is enough, but whatever. All right, 2nd down and 11 for Colorado. Sanders throws caught for a first down by Shepard. They're going to have to score on every possession and somehow get a stop. on Kansas, which they haven't been able to do yet all day. 3rd down and 1. I thought he got the first down, but he's a yard short. Sanders trying to, come on, man. Sacked. 5-yard loss. Again, why didn't he throw that ball away? And he's mad about something. You better be careful. You're about to get yourself ejected from the game. He's all up in the ref's face. He's about to get ejected. What's he mad about? It must have been something after the play. I didn't see anything on the play to be mad about, other than getting sacked. 4th down and 7. They got a punt now. Yeah, it's not looking good for the Buffaloes now, is it? There's a flag down before the kick. All right, let's see what this flag is. What's up, Momo? Bro? Penn State would struggle with USC. Indiana would beat them. Yeah, I don't know. Southern Cal also beat LSU. Yeah, Kansas has been playing well these past few weeks for sure. He pushed the official. Did you see that? He pushed the official. How did he not get thrown out of the game for that? Well, that's just dumb. Nebraska's about to make a bowl game. What are they at, 5 wins? Oh, Bazina hit hard. He got the ball off, though. Damn. Need 18 playoff, no auto bid. I was more for the 18 playoff than I was the 12. They're eventually going to end up at 16. That's the ultimate goal. Just has to do with TV contracts and whatnot. They're going to make more money doing that, so that's why they're doing it. 3rd down and 8 for the Tigers, incomplete. So they'll have to punt. They're doing a 16-team playoff starting in 2026. No, that's not true. First of all, there's not a single contract signed yet for the 14-team playoff. But that's what they're probably going to do. That's what is that, number 7? The 7th kick. Clemson field goal kick block this season leads the nation. That is not a stat you want on your side. Been blocked more than anybody else in the country. Unbelievable. They had a meeting about expanding the playoff to 14 teams starting in 2026. The current, it's only a 2-year deal. The 12 team there's only a 2-year contract. So this year and 2025. What they do after that is still up in the air. But what they discussed was going to 14 teams and however long that contract is, and then eventually probably going to 16 when that contract's up. why they wouldn't just go ahead and go to 16. If that's the end goal, just go ahead and do it now. I don't know what they're waiting on, but that's the way I understand it anyway. We need to recruit the next kid who kicks a field goal on ESPN game day. Yeah. What was that? Was that a flop? Is Colorado faking injuries now? Anyway, Kansas ball at their own 25-yard line. First down and 15. 9-point lead. Just inside of 5 minutes left in the third. Short pass caught. And he gets most of that 15 back. Got 10 of it. So it's going to be second down and 5. 8 or 16, no auto bids, no buys. Yeah, they're playing awful defense. Colorado is. Which that was the knock on Colorado early in the season, was their defense. But the past few weeks they've stepped their game up defensively, but not this game. I mean, Kansas might, before this is over, they might have 600 yards. And they run it, finally, they do stop them. So third down for Kansas. And Louisville just scored again. 34-0 Louisville. God dang. Pitt's getting destroyed. There's still 13 minutes left in the third quarter. They might score 60. All right, 3rd and 4. Caught for a first down. Close to the 45-yard line. Another third down conversion for Kansas. Wow. There is a flag. See what this is. Yeah, Shiloh's no good. And to add, a targeting call against Colorado. Wow. I'm afraid if Kansas scores on this drive, it's probably over. It'll be a 3-score game then. Touchdown Citadel. Blown coverage. And let's see here. Yeah, Shiloh's going to get tossed. I think they're going to uphold that. Is the ACC title game still in Charlotte this year? As far as I know, yeah. And they're taking a while to look at this thing here. I don't know that losing Shiloh is that big of a loss. He's not very good. Oh, they overturned it. They said no targeting. That's surprising. So he does not get ejected. Meanwhile, first down Kansas. Doesn't matter. Colorado's better without Shiloh? I don't know. But it is a first down from the 43. Uh-oh, we got a little trick play coming out here. Caught. The running back throws a first down pass. First down, Jayhawks. The rule is on both sides, but they never call it on offense. That is true. That's 100% true. I think I've seen one time ever that I can remember where they called it on an offensive player. I mean, if they wanted to, they could call it on virtually every running back every play because they all stick their head down. And this time, Colorado sniffs out the trick play there. Good defense there, a loss of 4 yards. Second down coming up. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing this trick play stuff. I mean, Colorado can't stop the run, and I don't know why they're doing all this weird shit. Y'all hear that? All right, second down and 14. Quarterback's going to take off with it. Spin move number 2. 2 spin moves in a row. Got close to the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Look at this, guys. This guy's out here doing pushing the A button on Madden. Look at him. 2 spin moves in the same run. Third and 2 officially. I don't know why you do anything but run it up the middle in this situation. You'd be crazy not to. And they're going to pass it, and it's caught. In the red zone, first down at the 20. I don't agree with the play call there, but it worked. So I guess, you know, if it works, it works. It's the B button? Okay, I'm sorry. Colorado is going to be looking for a new defensive coordinator. They lose to Kansas. Get knocked out of the playoffs and the Big 12 title game. So at the 19, another run. This time he is tackled. A field goal, they're in field goal range, obviously. A field goal will put them up by 12. Kentucky just scored a quarterback fumble for a touchdown, 24-14 Texas in the third. That game sounds like it's getting interesting. You know what? I'm going to turn that one on. Clemson's up 45-14 on the Citadel. I don't need to see any more of that. Let's see. What channel is that one on? ABC. Kentucky and Texas. There we go. We'll watch that one. Yeah, Texas will probably still win, but incomplete on first down. Second down coming up for the Longhorns. Yeah, I don't know why they're not just running it. What did you say? 270 rushing yards for Kansas. That's unbelievable. Oh no, Kentucky got an illegal substitution called on, so they're going to give them a free, some free yardage here. Wofford has like 3,000 students. Yeah, Wofford's tiny. First down, Texas and more, all the way down to the 41 of Kentucky. That's a big dude right there. The tight end for Texas is a big dude. And they run it on 1st and 10 for about 4 yards. They're in field goal range now. The plant's amazing and fantastic. Couldn't be any healthier, as a matter of fact. Big run by Texas inside the 30, all the way down to the 21. So Texas rolling on this drive here. About to open this up to a 3-score game. Right at 500 total yards. That's insane. I said they're going to probably get around 600. They might go over 600. On 2nd and 9, they're going to keep it on the ground for about 2 yards. 3rd and 7. If Colorado wants any chance to come back in this game, they got to hold them to at least a field goal. They can't allow a touchdown right here would be devastating. They'd be 3 scores down. And there's just not enough time. I mean, the way Colorado's, they don't have enough time to make up 3 scores. Yeah, it's a drought-resistant peace lily. Yeah, you tell them. That's what it is. They run it. It's going to be a yard short, a half a yard short. So what do you do if you're Kansas here? 4th and 1. I'd say I'd go. They can't stop it. I'd go for it. I mean, a field goal just makes it 12 points. They're going to go for it. This is a dagger move right here. If they get this first down, that's demoralizing and probably game over for Colorado. And they do run it. I don't know. I don't think he got it. Did they stop him? Let's see where they spot this. Now, this is about to be controversial. I got to see. I'm not. Let's see where they spot this. It's close. Did Arizona State win? I don't know. Last I saw, they were blowing them out. So I'm assuming yes. And they did give them the first down, 1st and goal. Anything short of a turnover here, this is a disaster for Colorado. And run it right up the middle for 3 yards. 2nd and goal. Arizona State up 28-17. Wow, they came back that much. They were up 28-0, weren't they? They've given up 17 points. And they're going to keep it on the ground on 2nd and goal. And it gets close down to the 2. 3rd and goal coming up. Anything other than running it is ridiculously stupid at this point. Look at that. 286 rushing yards for Kansas and 41 for Colorado. Touchdown BYU. Man, I told y'all at halftime, I said they're getting blown out. The live bet BYU to cover in the second half. And of course I didn't do it because I'm an idiot. But you should have. You should have listened to me, even though I didn't listen to myself. And they run it. That's a touchdown. And that's game. This is an ass kicking here. This is an ass kicking. 36 Oh, I did bet on the Arizona State game, though. I bet the over, which looks like I might win for sure. I forget what the over-under was, but I know I bet it. I'll tell you right now. Yeah, I got Arizona State and BYU over 49. What's the score again? I think I already got it, didn't I? It's at 49 right now? No, it's over. It's over 49, so I win that one. Yeah. BYU missed a 2-point conversion. That sounds like the better game. Hell, I'll turn that one back on. Just ring around the posy with the damn TV remote today. Let's see. What? Here we go again. There it is. Thank you, Martin, for the super chat. I'm sorry, but Hunter has to get punished like they did to Ward after he lost Georgia Tech. This loss is worse. I think your wish will be granted. I think they will punish him for this loss here. Yeah, this really hurt Travis Hunter's Heisman odds. Now, he does have 2 touchdowns today, so, you know, stat-wise, but a team that's not going to even probably make their own league championship, yeah. He'll still go to New York, but this hurt his chances, losing to Kansas, for sure. And I appreciate you, by the way. I hope Genty does win it. He's exciting, and I'd like to see somebody outside of the Power 5 win it. So. Yeah, it's not even Hunter's fault, really. I mean, the defense as a whole is complete trash. A Heisman vote should be interesting. It's never interesting. Popularity contest. You've got guys that are voting for the Heisman that admit that they don't watch college football. Y'all know Mad Dog Russo? I'm sure you do. He admits that he doesn't watch college football. He's got a Heisman vote. I mean, Colorado defense slept with their girlfriends last night. Does that make you lose? So it's 28-23 Arizona State. Boy, this would be the most epic comeback. If BYU wins this game, that'd be the most epic comeback of the season. Down 4 touchdowns. Barrett Carter just ran. Why is Barrett Carter still in the game? That's the real question. What are they doing? Anyone that does not watch college football should never have a Heisman vote. Yeah, I agree. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of them that don't. Or if they do, they watch like one game a week. Whatever the big, wherever game day is, they'll watch that one, but nothing else. BYU's looking good now. Arizona State's crumbling. All right. Back in Kansas. Colorado's got the ball. They are in desperation mode. 11 minutes left in the game. 3 scores down. And is, I gotta change the score here too. 2nd down and 8. Sanders complete, hit immediately though. Ah, dang. This game is over. Third down and 3. Boy, if you bet BYU on the money line at halftime and they win, that had to be plus 500 or more. Sanders under pressure, throws it, caught for a first down at the 40. They stay alive barely. The penetration Kansas defense is getting on Sanders is disturbing. Update the score, please. I did, didn't I? Yeah, 37-21. 1st and 10, caught for a couple. 2nd down coming up. Arizona State's just trying to get in field goal range here. Just inside of 7 minutes left in this one. 3rd down, Sun Devils. The field goal blocks are getting on my nerves. Yeah, me too. Uh-oh, we got a little flea flicker just to throw it behind the line of scrimmage. What was that? But he's off to the races, making people miss down to the 30-yard line. I don't like that play call, but it worked. 1st and 10 Buffaloes. Time is not on their side, though. 9 minutes left. And they're running on 1st down. Oh my God. A loss of 3. Colorado's offensive line is just getting decimated. Look at this. Just getting run over. They better start throwing the ball. They can't run it. I just bet BYU at plus 645. What? I hope you win. I'm surprised it would be that high right now. Second down, Arizona State. Flag down in Colorado. And 1st down, Sun Devils. BYU needs to keep them out of the end zone here to keep it a one-possession game. Third and 12 for Colorado now. Clearly they're in 4 down territory, down by 3 scores. Sanders under pressure, throws it, caught, 1st down, inside the 20. They're hanging on by a thread here. Shit, not only do they need to score a touchdown here, they need to do it in a hurry because time is not on their side here. Our 3rd string quarterback is actually from Clemson. Yeah, he played at Daniel High School, which is the high school in Clemson, yeah. Arizona State close to a 1st down at the 11. Well, a touchdown here would probably put that game away. 2 scores inside of 4 minutes. 2nd down and 6, Colorado from the 14-yard line. And flags everywhere. And that's going to be against Colorado. False start. Uh-oh, we got a discussion going on here. The Zebras are disagreeing about something. And what is it? Yeah, false start against Colorado. Penn State's about to lose. Would that be two top 5 teams dropped today? Indiana and Penn State at 4. Sanders under pressure, 2nd down and 6. Flags being thrown before the play is over. They tackle him from behind just short, about 2 yards short of the 1st down. And this might be another penalty against Colorado. It is. Holding. Boy, they're falling apart now. Looks like a holding on the left guard. I don't know. I don't think I would call that holding. I don't like that call. Looks like he did a pretty good block to me, but 2nd down and 16. Sanders under pressure. Throws it, almost intercepted right through the hands of the defender. He just dropped it. 3rd down and 16, 6 minutes and 38 seconds left. Pete, I said yesterday on the midday show that I believe Kansas could upset Colorado. Yes, you did. You did say that. And we have an injured Buffalo here, and he's grabbing his knee. That doesn't look good at all. Yeah, I think Colorado's about done. There's just not enough time left to score 3 times, even if they score here. Plus, they can't stop Kansas. Clemson put a 50-burger on the Citadel. Well, Clemson was favored in Vegas by 49.5 points, so they didn't cover the spread. Michigan beat an elementary school. Would not brag about that, just like I'm not bragging about Georgia winning. Well, a lot of teams beat elementary schools today. It's elementary school week across the country. Citadel's about to score again. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. All right, so this is a huge Arizona State, 4th and 1. And it looks like they're going to go for it. This will just about seal the game if they score a touchdown, if they get a 1st down here and score a touchdown. If they don't, it could get really interesting here. 4th and 1 from the 11. Quarterback's going to keep it. And he's tackled short. They don't get it. Turnover on downs. BYU takes over with 2.5 minutes left. Down by 5. Wow. Wow. I don't know why you don't take the field goal there and make it 8 points. Then BYU has to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion just to tie it. That was a terrible decision. A terrible decision by Arizona State. So BYU stays alive. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't kick a field goal there. I'll never understand that. That was a terrible idea. All right, 3rd down and 16. Sanders throws it in the end zone. Oh, almost intercepted. They're saying it was down on the ground. Incomplete, so it's 4th and 16. The Kansas defender is claiming that he caught the ball, but let's see here. Yeah, the ball bounced off the ground. I don't know what he's talking about. Incomplete, so 4th down. BYU, 1st and 10, throws it deep on 1st down to close to the 40-yard line. Caught, 1st down. Big chunk play there. And BYU still has 2 timeouts, plus we have the 2-minute warning timeout, whatever the hell they call that thing. I call it the 2-minute warning because that's what it is. That's what it's always been called, but since college football implemented it this year, they decided to call it a 2-minute timeout. But I'm not ever going to say that. I refuse to do that. Penn Snake? Who's Penn Snake? And there it is, the 2-minute warning. BYU driving. And here we go, 4th and 21. Colorado. Sanders dancing around. Throw it! Oh, almost intercepted. Boy, that game over. And that's going to do it, I think. Turnover on downs for the Buffaloes. That's going to seal it. Well, Colorado, your season is over. Officially. Hey, Colorado and Clemson in a bowl game. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that? I'm here for it. Colorado and Clemson. I would love to. I can't wait to watch that game. As a Georgia fan, only thing I was bad about was the run defense. Yeah, Clemson and Colorado would be awesome. You got the preacher versus the preacher. Deion and Dabo. 2 of the biggest, goofballs in all of college sports. Dabo and Deion. That would be a fun press conference leading up to that one, wouldn't it? I want to see Nebraska and Georgia Tech in a bowl game. You might. Clemson would beat the crap out of the Deons? Yeah, I think so too. I mean, Clemson's better than Kansas, and they just got destroyed. Clemson would probably score 50 on Colorado. Although, to be fair, it would probably be a high-scoring game. Now, provided that, well, here's the other thing, too. Is Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter going to play? Probably not. They'll probably sit out because, it's a meaningless bowl game, blah, 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 go to the NFL. Now, that would be disappointing. I wouldn't want to see that. Real Waden Nation gaming clips. What is going on in Colorado? Well, they can't tackle. Kansas has run for 1,000,000 yards and scored on every single offensive possession in the entire game. Kansas has not punted once. So that's what's wrong with Colorado. Injuries are in play? No. Travis Hunter's fine. Shedeur Sanders is fine. No injuries for Colorado that I know of. You're in the Taco Bell bathroom watching me. Oh. What's up, dog behind enemy lines? All right, here we go. BYU, 1st and 10. Oh, almost intercepted. Woo. It's the one thing you can't do, BYU, is turn it over here. 1 minute and 55 seconds left. That was a terrible pass. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Change 2 years to this emoji. What is that? Some kind of Bitcoin to the moon emoji or something? I missed what happened there. It looks like a loss of yardage on the play for BYU. 3rd down coming up. There's a flag down in Kansas. I like how Colorado waits till they're out of the game to start tackling. 1st down across the 50-yard line for BYU. They're still alive. 1:24 left. Down by 5. Is Clemson's stock rising? Yeah. I'll get right on that. Kansas will go and celebrate with their corn. And there's a flag against Kansas, illegal shift. All right, BYU 1st and 10. Ball batted down. There's a flag in the secondary. See what this flag is for here. They might have got bailed out there. I think it's going to be against Arizona State. It is holding, a defensive holding. So that's a free 1st down. For the Cougars. Clemson's rushing the field against Citadel. All right, 1st and 10 from the 39. Ball is thrown down the sideline. Wide open receiver just overthrown. That would have been 6 points. Oh, man, he was wide open. Look at this. Look at this. Oh. Dan, the receiver didn't even really try to catch that. I mean, he might have been able to dive and catch it. Didn't even try. Still a bad pass. 2nd down and 10. 1:15 left. He just missed them. Quick pass on the slant. Intercepted. Game over. Arizona State's about to get a pick 6 here. 30, 20, down to the 7. Game over. Arizona State fights them off and wins. Boy, they almost blew a big lead in that game, too. How much time in the Kansas game? It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. Kansas just got another 1st down inside the Colorado 40. This is just a repeat of... Kansas hasn't punted one single time in this game. They're about to score again. This has been an absolute beatdown. An absolute beatdown. Wow. And Colorado calls their first timeout. Yeah, Arizona State pulled it off. I mean, they were up 21 or 28-0, weren't they? I know they were up at least 21-0 because that's when I turned it on. So it's going to be back-to-back losses for BYU. Arizona State just punched their ticket to the Big 12 title game. And I'm assuming they're going to face off against, Iowa State? Is that when it's going to happen? Is it Iowa State? Clemson versus Arizona State in a bowl game? Shit, Arizona State might go to the playoffs. They're one win away from going to the playoffs, man. That's crazy. And you know what? I'll go ahead and say it right. Early prediction. Arizona State wins the Big 12 and goes to the playoffs. I'm picking them. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Arizona, because Colorado's about to lose their out. Arizona State's in. I think it's Iowa State. Unless Iowa State, who did they play today? There was an Iowa State fan in here earlier. I'll tell you right now. Utah. All right. So that's a conference game. What happens if Iowa State loses to Utah? Then who gets in? Penn State's about to win by 1 point. Wow. All right. Less than 3 minutes left in Kansas. 2nd down and 9, runs for no yardage. 3rd down and 9 coming up. Doesn't matter. There's not enough time left for Colorado to come back down 3 scores. So Alabama will win it all. I would not be surprised if they did. They're definitely one of the best 3 teams in the country, for sure. I'm curious to see if Travis Hunter is going to play out the rest of the season now that they're out of it. Will he play next week? Will he play in the bowl? He might play next week. I doubt he'll play in the bowl, though. If I had to bet on somebody right now, I'd probably take Ohio State against Alabama for the national championship. Of course, anything can happen in the playoffs. Anybody can lose. But if that was my pick right now, Oregon and Alabama, that's also very possible. I did see that Dave Portnoy just bet $100,000 on Alabama to win the national championship. I think it was at plus 800. So if he wins $800,000. On a $100,000 bet. Oregon will beat Ohio State. First of all, Ohio State should have beat Oregon the first time in Oregon. That was just a boneheaded clock management play call at the end of the game there. But it's hard to beat a team like Ohio State twice in a row, too. Ohio State cooks everyone. Yeah, well, they didn't cook Oregon. They lost to them, but... So, you're wrong about that. We said the same shit last year about Oregon. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. Both those teams are going to the playoffs. Oregon and Ohio State are both. Now, assuming Ohio State beats Michigan, which we think they will, or at least I think they will, and obviously Oregon's going to beat Oregon State because Oregon State's awful. So, unless there's some sort of major blowout in the Big Ten championship game, both those teams are going to the playoffs. It's just a matter of who gets the first round bye or not. Yeah, big win by the Noles. Congratulations to Florida State on their big win against Charleston Southern. You did it. Did they cover at least? What was the score of that game? I think the spread was like 36. 41-7. So they did not cover. Did they? No, they didn't cover. Don't worry, Clemson didn't cover either against the Citadel. So, but they were a 50-point favorite. Fourth down, Kansas, less than 2 minutes left. And Colorado's going to have to go ahead and take a big fat L on this one. Go figure. I picked Colorado to win and cover the 2.5 points. But clearly I was wrong. They lost not only the game, but they lost their conference and their playoff all in one game to a 4-win team. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Well, it was fun while it lasted with Colorado, I guess. They did not struggle against UMass. They let UMass score a couple of touchdowns in the first half, I think. But they won by like 40 points. Which I'm smart. Whenever they gave up 2 touchdowns to UMass, the spread dropped dramatically from 42 to 27. And I live bet Georgia at 27 and won. That was easy money. That's about as easy as it gets. Dion's ego is annoying. Yeah, well, a lot of people feel that way, yeah. Anyway, it's 7 o'clock, everybody. I've been on for 4 hours. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this thing up. This game is wrapped up anyway. Congratulations to Kansas. Congratulations to Arizona State on solidifying and punching their ticket into the Big 12 championship game. So some great games tonight. I hope all of your teams won today. I'll be back tomorrow. South Carolina making the playoffs. There's a chance, a very small outside chance South Carolina could make the playoffs. Obviously, they have to beat Clemson for that to happen. But anyway, yeah, everybody have a great rest of your Saturday. I'll be back tomorrow for the State of the Fan address. That's right. All right, everybody. Have a good night.